Hey everyone, welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. Steven Spielberg, Disclosure Day, and I got this off of Google, explores UFO disclosure in a way that may challenge Christian faith by raising questions about God's role beyond earth and the nature of belief. First of all, your most dedicated Christian, someone who has a true relationship with God, this is not going to rattle us because this was foretold to us in the Bible millennia ago. So it goes on to say Spielberg's perspective on faith in extraterrestrial life. Steven Spielberg has indicated that Disclosure Day might unsettle people's belief about the church and God. He's being very arrogant to me to say that. Now, obviously, you do have some fence riders, you have some lukewarms that may consider that there are aliens and no God, or a God and also aliens. And I'm going to get into my opinion about aliens in a moment. He asked whether God is our God only on this planet, or is God a God for every system where there's civilization, intelligent life, and even developing life. The film examines the social and personal impact discovering extraterrestrial life, including how institutions may have withheld information which could lead characters and audiences to question fundamental beliefs. Now, I personally do not believe in aliens the way Steven Spielberg or people who follow Star Trek and Star Wars may believe that there are aliens. Now, before I get into some biblical scriptures, I love sci-fi, honestly. I used to love Star Trek when I was younger. I probably haven't watched it in 20 years. I never got into Star Wars. The only Star Wars movie I ever saw was the Darth Maul one, which was pretty cool. The one with Jar Jar Binks, that's the only one I ever saw. Then there was a TV show that I used to absolutely adore called Red Dwarf. It's a British sci-fi show about this man who's millions of light years away on a spaceship, and the only beings that keep him company is like an android, I think a computer, and a cat in human form. I used to love that silly show. And then I like the Coneheads. One thing that I've noticed about some sci-fi type of shows, when the mention of God comes up, they have the characters laughing. So I personally do not believe in aliens, again, the way people who believe, who religiously watch sci-fi type movies and shows do. I personally believe that aliens are nothing more than fallen angels, which of course would be alien to us as human beings. But I believe that they're fallen angels, i.e. demons. That's my personal belief. So, and I also believe that all of this talk about aliens is laying the groundwork for the end of times with the Antichrist and all of that, because it's going to be a great falling away from Christianity, which has been foretold in the Bible. We knew or know that this day is coming. So 2 Thessalonians 2:3-12 warns of a falling away and the revelation of the man of sin, or the Antichrist, who will oppose God and perform signs and lying wonders to deceive many. Verse 11 specifically states that God will send a strong delusion so that people will believe a lie because they rejected the truth and delighted in unrighteousness. Aren't we there? We're definitely there. And the thing is, one thing that scares me, the scariest thing in the Bible to me is, depart from me, I never knew you. That's terrifying when we're all standing before God one day. But another scary thing is developing a reprobate mind where God can no longer reach your heart. You know, you're hardening your heart towards him. And so God doesn't want to give up on any of us, but he's going to have to, because some people are just so hard-headed and blind to the truth that they're going to believe in aliens. And as a matter of fact, I used to work with this lady years ago. She's passed away now. So she knows the truth of what's on the other side. And she and I, we used to have in-depth, conversations many moons ago. And she told me she didn't believe in God, but she did believe in aliens. And I don't remember what I told her in regards to aliens back then. I might have told her that I believe that they're fallen angels. So another scripture would be 1 Timothy 4:1, and then 2 Timothy 4:3-4 describe a time when people will abandon the faith, follow deceiving spirits, and seek teachers who will tell them what they want to hear, turning away from the truth. That sounds like where we are right now with, I guess a few weeks ago, the government wanted to talk to some church pastors to discuss that they really have been hiding information about UFOs and potential life on other planets. Now, if there is, quote unquote, life on other planets, as I said, fallen angels. And that's my personal belief. But what do you think about aliens, fallen angels, and demons? What's your stance on this? And I'll talk to you later.